Top of the dome. All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Alfonso Nesbitt,
RTZ,
and we are Can't Argue With That. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I see all y'all. I can't
shout out.
I see Ebony. I see.
Appreciate y'all watching.
I can't see. I'm gonna see y'all in a second, but. We got some big things to speak about, but first of all, we got to show love to our sponsors and our friends at Chucktown Bar and Grill.
Chucktown Bar and Grill.
Chucktown Bar and Grill is wide open.
Check them out, 2467 Savannah Highway.
And we got a birthday party this Friday, tomorrow, so, we're going to break out there.
You already know.
After the Lakers game, though.
Right. We got to see if we creeping towards the playoffs,
Exactly.
We got some things to do.
But first and foremost, you know how we used to do the NBA segment.
Right.
On this day today.
Right.
On this day today, nothing happened.
Nothing
Only thing that happened was Joakim Noah had 11 blocks against the 76ers, and they would go on to win like 80-something. It doesn't really matter. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Well, let's talk about what's happening right now, man. What's happening right now?
On this day, 2/28/2019, there's a quarterback. Mm-hmm. He's 5'10".
Really? Are you sure? Sure, he's not like 5'8".
Numbers don't lie, buddy.
Okay, all right.
Numbers don't lie.
But you know what? That's not even a big story because he told y'all. He told everybody he was 5'10". Like, if I'm not gonna lie about my height, if you know what I mean, like, yo.
How about this? in the words of the late great Dennis Green, he was exactly who we thought he was.
Exactly.
Told you I was 5'10".
Exactly.
Right.
But all right. So my question is say that you were skeptical about him telling the truth. And then now, it comes in, he's 5'10" and 1/8. Does that change a whole heck of a lot?
Me personally, I think height for quarterbacks is overrated. Mm-hmm. There's a host of taller quarterbacks that are trash. So I don't really see the sense in saying that because you're 6'4", 6'5", or whatever.
Exactly.
That that someone's going to be good. But let me ask you this though.
Yes, sir.
How high would you draft Kyler in the draft? Tell me that. Would he be in consideration for first overall?
Who has number one?
Cardinals.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. I mean, that's I feel like he needs to be drafted by the Cardinals because Cardinals need some fire. You know what I mean?
Cardinals need a spark. And Rosen doesn't provide a spark.
No.
Now, I'm not saying he's not going to be good.
He has no personality.
But
the media doesn't expose his personality. Put it that way. Because you don't want to criticize someone's personality when we never met him. You know what I mean? But who knows?
But I would tell you, the team that I would love to see Kyler get drafted by is Giants. Yeah.
No, they got Eli, man. They believe in Eli. They're good.
Yeah, he's coming back for his 25th straight season of being trash, but
Yeah.
But I'm saying you picture him with Saquon, with Odell, with Ingram. Mm-hmm. That would that'd probably be like a lot of fun to watch.
You think so?
I think so.
Oh, well.
But knowing the Giants, they already have their quarterback, so they are set. They are ready to go.
Speaking of the NFC East, Eagles have let go Nick Foles officially.
Foles. So tell me, how do you feel about that? Are you you're probally very excited? You're like, yes.
No, I'm happy because I was scared. I was scared to bet. Matter of fact, I bet my homeboy every week. Well, every time we play the Cowboys. I mean, every time we play the Eagles, of course. Right. I'm a Cowboy, obviously, if you don't know. But so we bet every time, and he was like, "Man, we should have had Nick Foles."
Right.
You know what I mean? That's it. Yeah. But 2020 hindsight, of course, because he wasn't chanting that Nick Foles mess earlier in the season. Right. He was like, "Yeah, we got Carson Wentz," like everyone else was, and that's rightfully so. Right. Rightfully so, man. Rightfully so. How do you feel about Nick Foles? Where does he end up?
Personally, I feel like Nick Foles with Philly was just a match, a perfect match. Like I can't explain it. It just works. They just work really well together.
Exactly.
As far as his top match and where I see him going, man, perfect team for him.
What is it? Shout out to Devin, shout out to Ronna, shout out to Cody, shout out to Sylvia. Aunt Syl, what's going on?
I would say perfect team for Foles.
Yeah.
I think he needs to play with talent. So that takes your Jacksonville out the running.
I have something for you.
The Broncos got Flacco.
I have something for you, man.
Giants.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Who?
I snuck a First Take episode. I know we told each other we weren't going to watch First Take because of Stephen A. Smith's ineptitude on everything but basketball.
Right.
But however, I watched it today and Max had a great point.
Oh, Pittsburgh.
Yes. Pittsburgh. So let me let the audience know because we in each other's head right now. So we need to let the audience know. So how about Max Kellerman earlier today? He said that he should go ahead and
they should trade.
He should first gather everyone's opinion about Ben Roethlisberger. How do you feel about Ben Roethlisberger, AB? How do you feel about Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell? How do you feel about Ben Roethlisberger, et cetera? And then, depending on what they say, we should go ahead and trade Ben Roethlisberger for...
And end up with...
And somehow sign Nick Foles.
Sign up for Foles, right.
How y'all feel about that?
Right.
I don't know. I think it's a great... But his point was great.
It is a great point.
He said he has that juice that everyone loves to play with him. Ben Roethlisberger doesn't have that juice.
They built Foles a statue inside the locker room, and Wentz comes in, he's like,
what's going on, Danny? Yeah, exactly. So what you say about that, man? What you think?
Roethlisberger's a horrible leader. He throws everybody under the bus. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Yeah. But what do you think? I don't want to.
What?
His mustache, man.
Why
do you do that?
You see the interview?
Yeah.
Oh man. It's just hard. He's a great receiver.
But a little kid's mind.
No, it's not the mind, man. It's all the mustache, man. Like, I can't take you seriously, dude.
He was really saying some legit mess.
It was legit, but it's like I'm staring at his mustache. I'm like, what is on his lip? Yeah. I'm like, what is on his lip?
Well, I want to switch subjects, man.
Okay.
We were on the NFC East.
Okay.
So we don't have...
Okay. I'll skip right to it. The Cowboys got some really good news today, Fonz. How do you feel about Jason Witten coming back to the Cowboys?
What's going on, Drew?
To the Cowboys.
I love it, man. The big thing about it is we were talking about who's going to win the power struggle between Dak and Lawrence and everything like that, right? Mm-hmm. But now we don't have to worry about that as much. You know what I mean?
Because Lawrence's value just went through the roof. Y'all better back up the Brinks truck. Gregory gone.
Exactly.
Irvin gone.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay that man a lot.
Exactly. I know his agent was like rubbing hands like brother.
Hey, no. He said Johnny Manziel.
Exactly.
Johnny Manziel. Right.
Yeah. Because two more of his defensive lineman counterparts were suspended today.
Which, by the way, why don't y'all sign Johnny?
Johnny who?
Manziel. You don't have a backup quarterback.
I don't want him.
No.
Cowboys, come on. Why do you want the Cowboys to... You think it's the 90s? You think we're going to sign everybody who does coke and weed and everything?
You literally signed Randy Gregory and Dave Irving, who neither one of them can stay off of whatever they can stay off of.
Touche.
I won't even say that.
Touche. That is true.
It'll work out well, right?
It might. But I want to switch it back. Bring it back to LA. So yesterday we were going to do a show, but I wasn't feeling too good about my Lakers. So I was like, hey, can we postpone this show and let them get a W? That's what I was. Right, I was like, yeah. So we said postpone this and let them get a W and let all the hype from YouTube from LeBron not playing defense die down. Mm-hmm. And He had a good game, a nice game. Well, nice fourth quarter.
Pretty much my takeaway from the game
he had a
that he tried harder, and that was the only thing.
That's all he wanted.
He tried harder.
That's all he wanted.
Tried harder.
Yeah.
So perfect.
So
perfect. That's
2020 hindsight.
Right.
We don't have AD.
Right.
What's gonna come this season?
But who do we have? We got Kuz. And we got Ingram.
No Zubac.
Oh man.
And that's the thing about it. I was getting flashbacks when you told me that. And I was like, man, we need shooters. He's like, no, we need size. I was like, man, you sound like John Gruden because you just traded your size.
right.
You just now traded your size.
It's like in this league, it's really hard to find really good pass rushers. Yeah, it's really hard to find really good size. Yeah, we have size.
Exactly.
And then the guy we traded him for,
Gregory was stupid.
He doesn't even play.
Exactly.
So I'm very confused as to what it is that we're doing. But hey, we won.
Mm-hmm.
Is great.
Yeah.
Hopefully we put it all behind us finally.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have to say this: the whole point of why I was feeling some type of way about LeBron was because he can't have it both ways. Okay.
Yeah.
He can't yell at his teammates, point fingers at the next man, and I see you standing in quicksand or cement, hand in his pockets. He's fiddling for his wallet or something in the middle of the game. Like, my thing is, you just can't have it both ways. Look, you've played more than any player in the history of the NBA.
Yeah.
You know, wear and tear, 17 season, best player for the last 13 years.
Exactly.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't not play defense and then point
What's
fingers
going on, Ryan?
and then yell at the next man.
Exactly.
Either play defense and yell at the next man, or just don't play defense.
Let me cut you off, though. Let me cut you off.
Okay.
The fact of the matter is, it's a YouTube sensation, him not playing defense. But the fact of the matter is I know some people are saying discrepancies of whether or not that's his man or not. My little league, well, my coach at Rec, Carlos Dunlap. Shout out. Right. But he told me you always got to close out on the shooter.
Right.
LeBron was like, I just was appalled at that.
I got the rebound.
Yeah, exactly. I can share it. I mean, like,
I got the rebound.
Yeah. So I don't know what to say about that.
I got the rebound.
I don't know what to say
so
about that.
You understand what it is I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah, almost definitely.
I'm just saying that you can't do both.
Yeah. Because it's like you have four players. But this is the point I have. You know how when you're at a job, when you get a new job, and you see people acting or doing their job or acting like they're doing their job, some of them do acting well and some of them do acting poorly. Mm-hmm. Depending on that is how hard you're going to work if you have a weak mind. Right. I'm going to say if you have a weak mind, but being real, it's human nature.
Right.
If you see everyone posted up at the water cooler, everyone cussing, everyone chilling, everyone doing some ludicrous things, and you will come in and be like, I want to chill. Everyone taking 10, 15-minute breaks. Yeah. Shoot, I'm going to log out and take my break too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. So it's what's established, what's the leaders doing. So that's why the Patriots are so great.
Right.
Because the leader is Tom Brady. Right. Bill Belichick doesn't have to say nothing. He doesn't say anything. Right. He doesn't do anything. You know what I mean? So let's bring it to the full circle. Is LeBron standing with his hand in his pocket? Kuz say, Kuz respects the heck out of LeBron. Right. Kuz says, LeBron, you doing that? All right.
I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah, exactly. And then
I don't want to rotate neither.
And the fella that just got the raw fella,
Reggie
Bullock, he's gonna do that too. Well, he's not doing it right now, because he just got he got a new job, so he got to play some good film.
He's on 90
exactly. He ain't got his 401k.
Right.
Yeah, that's most definitely.
Let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
So. Mm-hmm. Based on what you thought prior to the season starting, when King James came here to us, how do you think the season has gone in retrospect to what you thought?
Well, see, we're not just talking because we have this on film.
Right.
You can just go on the old episodes.
Right.
I told you that the Bucks and the Golden State would, win the conference or win the conferences respectively. and of course Golden State would go on. But anyway, I just wanted to brag about myself a little bit. Right. But anyway, what I'm saying is that this is going just as I'd expected. Because you remember what I told you. Every time I had a question, I said, "Will they be looking for Blockbuster's trade at the end of the but before the trade deadline?" Right. And I was like, most definitely they're going to find somebody on the trade deadline. And we found out later on that would be AD. Mm-hmm. But so that went as it was, and I figured that they would be 8th. Ninth seed, ninth seed, not those things, I mean. I figured it'd be 8th and 9th seed. So that's what, the 10th or 11th now?
10th, yeah.
The 10th seed right now, excuse me. The 10th right now. So this is going, I've been a meteorologist, dramatic proportions. Right. I've been doing a good job. Right. I've done a good job. And I was saying that LeBron James would show little signs of aging. Right. I didn't think it
But did you think that he was going to get hurt?
No, I did not think he was going to get hurt.
Excuse me, injured. No, because he wasn't hurt. Exactly. He was injured.
Because I'm going by analytics there. Right. And he's never gotten hurt. Never gotten hurt. So, yeah, of course not. So, how about you? Because I can't remember exactly what you said.
So, my thing was that I've started to follow him more closely over the last 3 or 4 years.
Of course.
With the Cavs.
Because you respected him as the best player ever.
Because you talking to the biggest Kobe fan here, right?
And I'm the biggest Jordan fan ever.
I'm a Kobe fan.
Yes, sir.
And Kobe's still great. If you ask me would I rather have Kobe or LeBron, I would still rather have Kobe.
Of course.
But it's only because of preference, though.
Exactly.
It's only preference. I can't prove to you that Kobe's better than LeBron. Exactly. Just a preference, right?
Exactly.
And
that's me. I'm numbers say that LeBron may be on the trajectory to be better than Jordan. But however, Jordan was my superhero. Right. So you're not going to argue with me. I mean, you can beat me down in an argument, but I'm going to still say. And I remember that I had tears in my eyes when he won 6. You know what I mean? Exactly. No one's ever going to replace that. Right. Now, because I'm not that emotional. Right. You know what I mean? But no one's ever going to replace that feeling I had. Right. I used to love seeing Jordan win. And the thing love seeing Jordan fade away. Love seeing Jordan chew gum. You know what I mean? I just loved it.
And it's like, the thing with LeBron is why the fact he's so great is these people like to harp on the fact, what's going on, Barbara? What's going on, Jock? Be like, LeBron's screwed up. LeBron's on super team.
What's going on, Rick?
I have got news for you. Mm-hmm. There's been lots of super teams, but no one called them super teams.
Exactly, yeah.
If that's the fact, Kobe was on a super team. I'm sorry, but Kobe had Andrew Bynum, Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Ron Artest.
Exactly. That's a very good point.
That's a super team. I'm sorry.
You can't forget my favorite super team of all time.
Who was that?
Because after Jordan, I was still on Pippen. So the Portland Trailblazers, Rasheed Wallace, Bonzi Wells, Steve Smith,
Damon Stoudemire,
Devin Shrimp, Venus Sabonis, Detlef Shrimp, yeah. Old school Detlef Shrimp. But still, he was still scoring. He was still getting about 7 rebounds a game. Right. So he's still good.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's the point I'm making. They act like he's not the first one. These teams were crewed up.
Most definitely. And then, matter of fact, the Lakers had a fake super team with Karl Malone and Gary Payton.
Karl Malone, Shaq, and Kobe.
Yeah.
That's called a super team. I mean, I don't really know what you want to do about it.
But now it's kind of now it's Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? People doing stuff like Kevin Durant. You know what I mean?
What do you mean doing stuff like Kevin Durant?
You go for a team that you had down in the playoffs.
If Kevin Durant would have gone to any other team, I would have been fine with it. It's just the fact that you went to the team that you had down. It's just weird. It's just strange. It's
I'm speaking about Kevin Durant one more time. I got to shout out to my dog Anthony Singletary. I'm gonna tell you, if any of my followers get famous for any reason, and you get a Twitter or Instagram or anything like that, don't block anyone no matter what they say to you, because that means that they know that you got to them and they know that you saw it. Let's talk about Anthony Singletary. Remember that last year? Anthony Singletary got blocked by Kevin Durant. He said some choice words. We won't get into that, but he got blocked by Kevin Durant. So guess what? That's a story. You know what I mean? That's a story wherever you go now.
Right.
I got blocked by Kevin Durant. Right. And now we're talking about it on our show.
Right, exactly.
Our friend got blocked by Kevin Durant. Right. You know what I mean? So I'm just letting you know, if you ever should get famous, don't block anybody. That's my little tidbit. That's my tidbit for the day. That's all. Right. But hey, man, let's switch it back. Let's switch it back, man. Let's switch it back to NFL right quick. So we talked about Antonio Brown with his mustache, his blonde mustache. But we didn't talk about Odell with his blonde hair. Right. So Odell, do the Giants need Odell?
Do the Giants need Odell?
Mm-hmm.
My thing is that with Odell,
what's going on, Miguel?
They've been terrible.
What's going on, Matt?
They've been terrible for 4 of his 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
And the one year they got to the playoffs, he led the team to South Beach the week before. All I'm saying, bro, is if you studying for the biggest exam of your life,
mm-hmm.
week of, if you go on vacation in South Beach, you're gonna post about it. You damn sure better make sure that you pass that exam with flying colors.
Exactly.
I'm not talking to 80 or 75.
But the thing about it is, the teacher is going to grade your test harder. You know what I mean?
You got the audacity to post it.
If there's anything, like, I mean, if it's nominal stuff, of course she can't grade it harder.
Right.
But if there's anything like, you know, any literal stuff like, you know, words that's, you know,
objective,
exactly. Anything objective, man. Oh, I ain't feeling that.
Maybe.
I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that.
Well, maybe if he was studying like he's supposed to,
exactly,
he would have put the right word down. But so that leads me to the question.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say both players are up. You can trade for a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Which receiver would you rather have? OBJ or AB?
AB. Because AB hasn't had...
Well, I'm sorry, but are you sure, Davey? You want to think about it? Because you said that real quick.
Well, you're right. I did say that real quick. I said it real quick.
AB.
And you know what? When you sent me the outline, I didn't even think about the question.
Right.
I forgot about all the... I forgot about every... Both of them have things to... wow. Okay. Let me draw this back. So let's think. Odell has problems
on the field.
He doesn't have any problems off the field. He's not tweeting. He's not Facebook living the coach. He's not doing any of that.
He's actually kind of fun.
Very true. But honestly, talent wise, I think he's a little overrated. Talent wise, I think the one-handed catches got overblown. And his production.
I really didn't like the one-handed catch because he blew up, but they lost that game.
Exactly. To who?
Cowboys.
Okay. All right.
That's the only time I'll ever give Cowboys credit. Because I'm like, y'all praising this dude, but you do realize that they lost that game.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Like, that can happen. You know what I mean? A receiver can have a great game, and then the team loses. But that's what AB loves. His team could be 0-16, but he's got... You know, if he got 200 receiving yards, then he's cool.
AB is that dude. I gotta score 40 points a game. Like,
exactly.
As long as I get my 40, I'm cool. You know what I mean?
He's like the dude that you do not want to play pickup games with.
Right. He's like, dog. Like
yeah, you got a good, but you don't score all the points, man.
Right, man. Pass the ball. But
what's going on, Amber?
But so you would go with Antonio Brown.
I don't know, man. Because listen, hold on. Let me tell you. Because I told you. Remember, I told you right after what happened. Right after on the show. Matter of fact, I told you if Mike Tomlin wants to save respect, save face, and have everyone else continue respect for him because he's revered throughout the NFL. Or he was before he tried to trip that dude. You remember in the Ravens game. But anyway, he's actually revered. Until that Facebook Live,
yeah, man.
Honestly, he would have kept his mystique. He would have kept his mystique if he would have released him right then and there.
That's just a fire.
Now look what's happening now. He's trying to get released now. Like that's sad because we kept you through thick and thin, and you Facebook Live the coach meeting. I mean, players only meeting on millions of people. Everyone, you have millions of followers literally, and you posted my mess on there. I'm going. That made me mad because honestly, I got a lot of respect for Mike Tomlin as well. He's a black coach, so I respect him a little bit just off that. I'm sorry, but that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because how black coaches get treated compared to some of the white coaches. That's actually I'm just like that's part of the reason. That's part of the reason. I don't like the Pittsburgh. I don't like Pittsburgh.
That's part of the reason.
Forget Pittsburgh.
It's part of the reason why it actually was worse because it's like, bruh, there's in the league exactly. For real.
Come on, you were making us look bad, man. Come on, man. Like you gotta make him try to make him look good at all points. In my opinion,
you want to know?
Like I'm gonna be like, yeah, coach told us. Yeah, coach told me. Yeah, coach taught me. You know what I mean? I would say that regardless of what the coach did. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what was you saying, man?
So
I can't. But put it. Let me ask you a question, and I'm gonna say Odell, because
it's Odell.
No, off talent, Antonio Brown, without a doubt.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown?
Because
I don't know, man.
He's so good.
What y'all think? Antonio Brown or Odell Beckham? Not off talent, just off of the off-field mess. And then you can bring in talent if you want. What y'all think? What y'all thinking? Let's see what they're thinking, man. Let's see what they're thinking.
It's just that he's so good. Game in, game. He's clutch. Mm-hmm. He does in the playoffs. Yeah. It'd be 4th and 20. He'll make a 21-yard catch on the sideline with one hand. Yeah. And he excels at every route.
Exactly.
You throw him a screen, house it. Slant, house it. Deep, house it.
And he hasn't made the pinnacle one-handed catch that put him on the map.
And yes, they lost to Jacksonville in the playoffs last year. That's the best secondary, bro.
Exactly. Very true.
You got Ramsey. He's good. But he's very extra though.
Exactly.
He's on and off the field extra. Yeah. But he's very, very good though.
So you say Antonio Brown, and off talent, like you said, talent taken out of it. Yes, him, but with just the personality, who are you taking? With no field, you've never seen a game. You just know what's happened off the field, and I guess you can say drama on the field, but you haven't seen any performance-wise. Who are you taking? You understand what I mean? I'm asking a hard question with a lot of variables taken out.
You're asking based on the way they act off of the field?
I'm saying based on the way act off the field, and I know Odell's fights with Josh Norman. You can put that in there too. And his fights with the kicking post.
I don't have a problem with his fight with Josh. That's the least of my worries because I've never seen that happen before.
Exactly.
It was one-off. That was crazy. So,
okay. So you're saying that
I was just
you take Odell. But I'm saying without stuff off the field?
I take Antonio Brown. I mean, if you give me the choice, they both come with a lot, but I think Antonio Brown's just that. He's that dude.
All right.
He's that guy, so.
All right. I guess so. So, next question is, we're going to switch it back to football.
So, speaking of Pittsburgh Steelers, they have a certain...
I'm going to switch it back to basketball.
But something we need to get to first.
All right.
They have a rival.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a rivalry with the Patriots? Is it a rivalry if Steelers don't ever win?
It's a rivalry because the Steelers have so many fans and the Patriots are coming.
You already know what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
They made headlines in the past week. Their owner got into some trouble.
Leave the old man alone.
Sting operation.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should he be punished, or what do you think the penalty should be? Let's say he is guilty of what he's accused of. Mm-hmm. What is his punishment should be?
I feel like the NFL should go ahead and take as much money as they try to make off players' fines and all these fines and all that. I think that they should go ahead and fine him. I just want him to fine enough to where it hurts him, and then that's it.
Fonzo, you
can't hurt a billionaire, but
you can't. I actually did the numbers that came out, and they were looking at what's comparable to what happened to the Colts owner.
Yeah.
They suspended him for 6 games, which I don't know what that means.
Jim Mercer?
he couldn't come to his own stadium. I don't know what suspending him is, but he still gets the income and the revenue.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. So I gotta watch from my mansion.
It's kind of like Don Sterling having to sell his team.
Yeah,
darn! I gotta sell my team.
But he made
billions of dollars.
Billion, like,
darn. So can you write that? Can you write that?
But what's getting
can you deposit that in my Swiss bank account, please?
Yeah, right. But what I'm getting at was that they fined him $500,000, which the equivalent of that would be like us doing some heinous crime and then getting fined $5.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be like $5 less.
It'd be $5. So it's just like you said you want.
Well, I mean, you gotta start that new job. I don't know about you now. You know.
Yeah, I got $5. Right. So what amount of fine do you think hurts him? Like, there's. You can't hurt him. I'm letting you know you can't hurt him in his pockets. Like,
well, you need to. I guess you should embarrass him then. And go ahead and remove him from the stadium for 3 games or something like that. I don't really care. I don't really care. I don't care.
Honestly,
I don't care. I don't care if they were for. At first, I thought the brothels was for the players. I thought that was the Patriot way. I thought that was the Patriot way. I thought sure that was the Patriot way. I was like, oh, that's why Tom Brady won the Super Bowl.
Usually, when you win a Super Bowl, you get sent to Disney World. Crabs hit you to the. Okay.
That's what I thought. I thought all the Patriot players were cat daddy after the game because you're never supposed to cat daddy before the game.
Right.
You're not supposed to get nothing before the games because it tires you out and your stamina and your hydration isn't right. But after the games, I thought the Patriots went to Disneyland.
Right.
Disneyland.
Right.
Or Hooters. Right. Not Hooters, but the brothel.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. So, I mean, I really don't know how to penalize him or if they.
I don't care. I don't care, man. I really don't care. I don't. So we shouldn't even talk about this.
All right, next.
All right, let's switch the gears to the NBA, man. So this is interesting, man. So we got our friend Uncle Drew. Our friend Uncle Drew, man. Uncle Drew, he's got the nastiest handles, one of the clutchest players of all time already. I'd say, right? You wouldn't say?
It's pretty clutch.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Except D-Wade. He coming back? Okay, my bad. Let's cross that bridge and get to it. Oh yeah, my bad. I'm going everywhere. Focus.
Yeah, focus.
Shout out to Cedric. What's going on, Cedric? All right. So anyway, we have Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving has recently been under fire
for his leadership qualities, or his lack thereof,
as well as just recently he said, "Hey, LeBron, I'm sorry. This is my sorry for 2004, and I messed up, and I want to come back." He didn't say that, but it was kind of yeah. All right. So, but anyway,
he said sorry.
Let me let you know what's been going on for the last 12 or so games. So the last 6 games that they've been without Kyrie, they've won. The last 6 games that they've been with Kyrie, they've lost. What does that say, buddy?
That they need to stop playing Gordon Hayward.
That's what they mean. You're trying to like that. It's not at all Kyrie's fault.
Gordon Hayward. I'm not saying he has...
No culpability.
He has culpability. But if I'm raising...
What's going on, Ty?
If I'm giving the percentages of culpability, I'm giving 50% to Coach Brad Stevens. Yeah. Because y'all the ones that said he was a great coach, did this, that, and the other. Guess what? Never had expectations until this season.
Yep.
How is he doing now? How is he doing now? Struggling.
Yeah.
Okay. And he's playing his boy, Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
Who's trash.
Yeah. And as well, that their coach Brad Stevens is from Baylor, and Gordon Hayward played at Baylor, so there's the connection.
And they almost
beat. Yeah, we almost went to national championship. So he's really close to him. I'm sure they're best friends. I'm sure they go out to eat every day.
What's the difference between Gordon Hayward and Carmelo? Tell me that. Currently.
Well,
Carmelo's
black.
Carmelo's not playing for his college coach. That's literally the only difference.
Wow.
He's not playing for his college coach. They are literally doing the exact same thing. They're doing the exact same thing.
I wouldn't.
They're doing the exact same thing.
I was gonna say Carmelo used to move a little better than Gordon Hayward, but he really doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Is Gordon Hayward playing better than Carmelo? No, you can check out the stats. No, check out the numbers. Yeah. And that's the whole.
Gordon Hayward is a slightly better defender. A slightly better defender than Carmelo is. I'll tell you that. Slightly better. That's the only thing. So I'm sorry to debunk your argument, but that's the only thing.
So
he's slightly better.
That would be what the Celtics are going through. Are the reason why everyone's telling LeBron and the Lakers to not sign his boy Carmelo, because it makes no sense to give Ingram and Kuzma less minutes to play Melo. Same way it makes no sense to give Tatum and Brown and Terry and Scary Terry.
But why have 4 dead legs on defense? You know what I mean? Like, Lakers don't need 2 more dead legs on defense.
Right.
That's what they do not need. Right. Yeah, they need shooters, but they do not need other people who can't run out and
close out on the shot. Close out.
I see two. Just run out. Just say it's way better, man.
Be like, are 2 of them holding hands in the paint, bro? So, with that being said, do you think Uncle Drew, who is a free agent this offseason, you think he's going to stay?
I don't think he's going to stay because of the Lakers' power based on the Lakers' power as well as all of this drama, and he's the scapegoat. He's literally the scapegoat. No one looks at Brad Stevens as a coach making a mistake. They look at Kyrie. Like, it's just it. You know what I mean? I don't know how to put what the people in the Celtics organization are saying. Maybe they're saying totally different sentiments than the pundits are saying. But however, with the pundits saying all this stuff about Kyrie's out of there.
Yeah,
he's most definitely out of there.
And another reason why I felt like he was
unless you trade the whole starting lineup. Unless you do one of them trades where you trade your starting lineup for my starting lineup, that's the only way Kyrie would remain in Boston. Only way.
Well, part of it is Kyrie asked for a trade from Cleveland because he wanted his own team. This is going to be Kyrie's first chance to choose his own team.
Very true.
Okay? He didn't ask to play for the Celtics. They just traded for him.
Exactly.
Like, that's all they did was trade for him.
Exactly.
So, I mean, sometimes you get exactly...
Yeah.
Just want it. So, with that being said, the Celtics are currently 5th in the East.
Yeah.
Right now, who do you see coming out of the East?
Well, like I told you, man. I mean,
still
the Greek Freak and Chris Middleton they got enough to win the East. Yeah. I know that. But I'm just not sure what else they got. You know what I mean?
So this is what I'll tell you.
I don't see anybody beating them in a 7-game series. No one.
Coming out the East.
Yeah, no one in the East can beat them in a 7-game series. Yeah, that's blasphemous. No.
Right. So they've been the best. They've actually been the league's top team like this whole entire season actually. So that being said, I really do think that they have this really strong chance of coming out, playing the Warriors, and I give them a fair chance.
All right.
Against the Warriors.
You do?
Because why? Who usually wins the finals? Team with the best player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or. Yeah, you're right.
Usually.
You're right.
I mean, there's outside chances where like you're playing with scrubs, like problems. Last year, played with some scrubs.
Yeah. But, you get a lot of experience on this side, and one side you get a lot of playoff experience on one side, and you get a lot of.
So basically, you're saying there's a chance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're saying there's a chance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's gonna. So you agreeing with me? It's gonna be Milwaukee.
Yeah, I got the Bucks,
right.
But I won't necessarily say that I'm guaranteeing that the Warriors are coming out the West, though.
You don't think so?
Not necessarily. Not with us.
So let's get back to that. So who do you think? Who do you think's gonna come out?
So I have a very hot take.
Okay.
That I'd like to say.
All right.
So
I'm excited.
This is what's on the line the rest of the season, okay?
Yeah.
It's imperative.
Mm-hmm.
Imperative. It's a must.
Mm-hmm.
LeBron has got to make the playoffs. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if he's been conserving his energy or doing this or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, it makes no sense to be conserving your energy, not hustling, not contesting jump shots, and not go to the playoffs. It
makes no sense to conserve your energy when a player comes to you and drives in and makes a layup on your teammate.
Right.
I'm just saying. Like, conserving energy only goes but so far as an excuse. So go ahead.
Right. So the point I'm getting at, I'm gonna need him to turn it up, activate just like the way he said he was, because he has to get to the playoffs. Because if he does not get to the playoffs, he loses his title of best player in the world. He cannot be the best player in the world and not go to the playoffs.
Yeah, most definitely.
Because basketball is not football.
Exactly.
Those are two totally different worlds.
Oh, he didn't throw to my side.
It is two totally different worlds. It's not.
Then get on that side.
No. I have hundreds of examples of one good player and teammate scrubs.
Allen Iverson.
But Allen Iverson, I will forever remember. He handed the Lakers their only loss in that 2001 finals.
Yep.
They went 16-1 that year in the playoffs. They lost game 1, crossed over Lou, stepped over him, and I remember that scrub team that he had.
Yep.
That was the sorriest team I've ever seen went to the finals.
And that's before Andre Iguodala was good.
Andre Iguodala was not on the team yet.
He wasn't?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
So, that was Dikembe Mutombo.
Oh, yeah.
Who was 35, though.
Yeah, he was over the hill. He was over the hill. But no, he was still balling, though. He was still balling. Yeah, he was still balling.
I mean, he wasn't like the Hawks.
No.
He was cool, though.
But he's good, though.
But also, though, so, getting back to the playoffs, what I was saying. That's why LeBron has got to get to the playoffs. But this is what I'm saying. The playoffs this year are wide open. There are a number of teams that I could really see coming out and going to the finals.
Really?
With that being said, the title of best player in the world, they're going to...
What's going on there?
They're going to duel it out, okay?
Yeah.
There's a number of players that are in contention for best player that's in the world, okay?
Yeah.
The Warriors. The Warriors win. They can finally take over for who's best player in the world. Right? Curry, Kevin Durant, Rockets, Harden. If he proves it, if he shows out in the playoffs, they get the finals. He could be best player in the world.
Yeah.
Westbrook. Oh, triple doubles. That's something. If he gets out the West, he could be the best player in the world.
Are you tired of Westbrook yet?
Not at all. Westbrook.
How you like Paul George?
Hey, that boy.
I didn't know he was that good.
He's the most.
He's
so improved.
No, I'm saying I didn't know that he would go on a team and then take the team from him. He's the leader.
Do you realize that he's playing at the same level that KD was playing at?
Exactly.
Back then. No, he's so I think he's the most improved player this year, man. Like he went from perennial all-star to contention for best player in the world. That's a leap from perennial all-star.
So you're saying he's gonna go to Golden State next year?
And then of course you got the East.
Yeah.
Giannis the Greek Freak. If they get to the finals, he's in contention for best player. Kawhi, the quiet one, he's in contention.
Yeah.
Kai Reese says he could be there. You look at the 76ers.
Yeah.
Joel Embiid, he could be the next one.
Very
so
true.
it's all up and it's
Very
all
true.
up and open. So,
well,
we will see.
We will see.
We'll see.
All right, buddy. So let's switch gears one last time. We're going to switch it to the page, man. We're going to switch to the page.
Yeah.
We're going to start on the page. We're going to start on a week ago. We're going to start on February 21st. First and foremost, up. Space Jam.
All right. So I have a take on Space Jam.
What's your take on Space Jam?
That no one's thought about yet.
All right.
Okay.
Is it something different other than the sequel is never as good as the original?
It has nothing to do with the sequel.
Okay.
Because they remake. They remake
everything.
They remake movies within 10 years of each other. You realize that Spider-Man came out in like 2008, 2010, 2012.
Man,
different.
I'm tired of that kid who think he Usher remaking every song. Like, you know, what's his name? What's the dude's name? He's remaking every song. And what's his name? I can't remember his name. Oh Lord, y'all know what I'm talking about.
All right, but the point I was getting at is that another reason why Braun has got to get to the playoffs. Okay, Space Jam will come out till summer 2021. Okay, that's 2 years. Okay, it's gonna be real awkward if LeBron's not the best player in the world and Space Jam comes out. Like so like, you thought about that?
That's true.
It's gonna be real awkward if Glenn Rice is the star of Space Jam and not Jordan.
That's
like, you know what I mean?
That's
like,
very true.
Like, is that something that you've thought about? It's not for 2 years. It's gonna be awkward if you're not number one.
Yeah.
Number two.
And all the little kids are like, oh, Giannis.
Right, Giannis.
Yeah. You're not. Well, he's gonna be in the. He's got to be in the movie, right?
Who?
Giannis and KD and stuff like that. Who's in the movie?
I would probably guess it would be Warriors will probably be in it. That would probably be my guess. Right. But yeah, so that's my hot take on that as well. It's gonna be real awkward if he's not the best player in the world, or at least close to it.
That's very true. That's a good point. I ain't consider that. I ain't consider that at all.
You know what I mean? He can't be Wade. Like, you know what I mean? He can't fall off like Wade. Like, he can't be just a player. You know what I mean? Like, he has to be that guy because that's why he's real awkward.
All right. So next thing, we're gonna switch up.
Next,
Colin Kaepernick.
He won his case.
He won his case.
Congrats.
He won a collusion case. Of course, it was a valid collusion case, but we figured that we'd see it to the end and see him go to court. Right. Did you think they were going to go to court?
I guess, yeah, of course they go to court.
All right. I didn't see.
Did I think the league would settle? No.
I never thought they'd settle because
no. They fought Tom Brady over a deflated football.
Exactly.
Lord have mercy.
Like, when NFL thinks they're right, they're dug in. So the fact that
deflated football, spent $5 million going to court over a deflated football.
Yeah,
let's just call it even, bro. Like, at some point, like, all right, bro, it's pretty stupid.
Exactly. Hey, so can you take one game?
No.
Can you please take one game?
I can do it.
Yeah. So about that, do you think Colin Kaepernick will ever see a playing field in the capacity of a player ever again? NFL, of course.
NFL, no.
Yeah. All right, so do you think that he's going anywhere else? Or do you think that he's just an activist or just a guy chilling at home? Or, you know, I mean, he's an activist. Let me not disrespect him. But what do you think? What's he going to do?
I have a question for you. This is a real life topic.
Yes, sir.
He is an activist, ? Like, I'm asking you.
Yeah.
He's an activist?
He actually is.
What is
he's donated to billions. I mean, he's donated millions of dollars to causes, various causes.
Okay.
And he's actually... he's sponsoring some kind of police reform initiative.
Okay.
And so he's actually doing his thing. So isn't that crazy that it started off? The
only reason why I asked is because I still think that this isn't what he wanted to happen.
No,
I really still think he was just sitting.
He's going to sit down on the cooler, man.
He was really just sitting on the bench, and so it's sort of like you have something that's on like your mind, and someone asked you, and I told you, and all of a sudden, like, I'm like the face of this thing.
Exactly.
Like I personally, that's what happened. The reason why I say that is because when they asked him, that was his second time doing it.
Exactly.
Like, first time he did it, y'all didn't care. This second time, and y'all put him on camera, and you asked him, and he told you. Then all of a sudden, it became like a thing. But I really think, like, he was just sitting down on the bench and had something on his mind. But okay. Yeah,
and we had some arguing on the page. I appreciate y'all supporting the page and arguing on the page. That's what we want. But
how come they didn't ask Lynch to be the face of this? Popping Skittles.
Hey, let's say, Huh? What happened?
Moving like Birdman.
But we have to go back and realize
let me ask you this, dude.
Originally he was just sitting down, and a military man said to him that, hey, do you think you could just take a knee? It would be more respectful. And he said, okay. And this is verified. You know what I mean? So it's obviously not disrespect to the flag. You know what I mean? It's not disrespect to the flag. It's disrespect to America for not delivering, not adjusting the system. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not adjusting to the, thousands of people who have gotten killed. Right. You know what I mean? Thousands of people who have gotten brutally killed at the hands of cops.
Do you think that he's going to play again?
No, honestly. Hey, matter of fact, Chris Carter was drinking again. You know that? He was drinking again. He says that Chris Carter said that Kaepernick was going to play for the Patriots. You just shaking your head? I'm just
saying, I knew, first of all, I've been saying for a couple years now he's not going to play. I know for a fact he's not going to play because they got Josh. The Redskins is not a coincidence that he won his case as soon as the season was over because of one team is why he won. Exactly. Washington Redskins proved his case. Mm-hmm. They have a guy by the name of Josh Johnson. Yeah. Hadn't played in 4 years. Mm-hmm. Never been good. Mm-hmm. They let him start 3 years. Oh, and prior to him, they started Mark Sanchez, who'd been trashed for the last 7 years. So the Redskins solved his collusion case. That's all I mean. Yeah. And by the way, I'm not gonna lie, the Panthers solved the collusion case too. Exactly. Because we put out Tyler Heineke and Kyle Allen and all these dudes. Could have got Cap. Oh no, I'm sorry. We're forgetting the number one culprit, which he should break my guy off a little bread. Nathan the Peterman. Oh man. Nathan the Peterman is like, cha-ching, you owe me deposits, bro. Exactly. You're welcome. Yeah. You owe me deposits. Yeah.
But honestly, this is a dead horse, man. Like it's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious it was collusion. It's obvious that something's going on funky, and it's obvious that he took some. He basically. I think do you think there's kind of hush money though? I mean, everyone's talking about sell out, not sell out. I'm not gonna go that far to say sell out, but it's kind of accepting hush money.
What do you mean by accepting?
Like, because he could have taken this all the way to court, and I feel like he could have.
Let me ask you this:
with some litigation would have maybe brought some attention to it.
What are the collusion facts that people want to hear? They want to see an email. They want to know exactly what the email says. There's no doubt. There's 100% factual evidence over the last 2 years they've been colluding. Yeah. Let me ask you this. I am a huge Cam Newton fan. Mm-hmm. What's the difference between Cap and Cam?
A job?
Cam never took a knee. Look at their careers. Look at the heights of their careers.
They both went to the Super Bowl.
They're both running quarterbacks, both sort of strong arm, sort of inaccurate, run the read option. You can win. You can get the NFC Championship game. Cam won for a while. Then he has a losing season. Well, the only difference between him and Cap is that Cap took a knee.
That's true.
Really?
That is true. That's a good point, man. That's a good point. So on and upward. So we have Earl Thomas. Cowboys, I've heard some he say, she say that Earl Thomas
he will end up on the Cowboys.
He will?
Next.
Thank you, sir. That's cool. I'm cool with that. So next thing. Let's see.
But that's assuming Jason Wheat wouldn't eat into the Earl Thomas pot, though.
Yeah. But we do have some breaking news earlier today. We have our Phillies. Bryce Harper for the Phillies.
Oh yeah,
13 years, $330 million. All
right, so the 330 mil's not really the part hung up on, because you realize that NBA players are signing $250 contracts over 5 years.
Yeah.
So I just have to. 13 years with no opt out, bruh.
Yeah, like
what if you
get out?
What if you played for like Cleveland Browns year or like the Knicks year one, like Porzingis? Yeah. You're like, man, get out. like what if you get stuck in the Silver Price year one and you're like, oh man, 13 years is a long. 13 years is a long. Like 13. Like, are you even? Man.
Mm-hmm. What's going on, Bridget?
What is the team doing? There's no NBA player I would sign for 13 years.
That's true.
Would you sign Giannis for 13 years?
I mean, I don't follow baseball closely, but from what I understand, he's the poster child for them. I mean, he's the most popular player that I can think of.
Let me ask you this.
I mean, so
would you
that's
sign,
like signing Jordan or LeBron or somebody like that.
Would you sign Giannis to a 13-year contract? Would you lock into Giannis for $500 million, 13 years?
Yeah.
Because
it's always like this is what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking about. Me and Jerry were talking about this. We were like, hey, Dak. We were like, Jerry, Dak.
Give him no 13-year contract.
If we sign Dak now. Because, money is fluid, you know what I mean? Money is always increasing in value, you know what I mean?
I understand that. 13 years, though, man, in a salary cap sport.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, $20 million this year is $30 million next year. So you need to go ahead and sign them at the lowest value, and the lowest dollar amount right now, because the value of the dollar is going to increase next year.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So I don't know what the value of, the baseball situation is, but get it while it's hot. And lock him down while he's...
I guess that's the advantage of not having a cap, huh?
Exactly.
25-year contract.
But let's move on, man. Let's move on because we already got too long of a show, man. Yes. So we got our friend. What's her name? Tony Harris. Congratulations, Tony Harris.
Congratulations.
You got a scholarship. She got a scholarship for the Flying Eagles, the Central Methodist Eagles. This is a Division II school, or what's it called now? What did they call it now? A-B?
It's NAIA.
Yeah, NAIA. And
not actually an institution is what it stands for. I'm just playing. I'm tripping. Congratulations.
Well, hold on. Let's speak on her a little bit before we disrespect. So, she is a 5'7", looks like 100-pound safety.
She's 135 pounds. You better give her 30 pounds. You better give her 30 because she don't need it.
So she is a safety. I don't know if she's going to start or if she's going to even play, but tell the audience a little bit about her. And be objective. Just be objective. That's all I want you to do. Go ahead.
I believe she got signed shortly thereafter. She was part of a
Nike commercial.
National commercial that came out maybe 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. And
then shortly thereafter, she was signed to play college football.
Yeah.
Making her the first female in the history to sign a football scholarship that's actually a position, not like
a kicker,
not kicker or punter.
Yeah,
she's a skill position player.
Yeah.
I wish her the best of luck. It's a great honor, and I really hope that she gets playing time.
What's going on, Chris?
And I really hope.
All right, so let's take off the dresses. Let's take off the robes. Let's take off everything. You saw a tape of her.
I did.
What'd you think? And we're not being, biased by any means, but tell them about the tape. Because I didn't see it. I don't know anything about it.
I saw the highlight tape. You can look up the highlight tape.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just put it like this. Her highlight tape starts with her saying that this is all I got. This is what it is.
Yeah.
And it's 3 clips of game footage.
Uh-huh.
And then it goes to practice tape.
So she doesn't start?
No, she's only played in 3. Her career stats were 3 tackles and a pass breakup. But.
Oh, wow.
But I would say that it's really just my thing is just the safety concern aspect of it, because if I sent you this tape of a 22-year-old guy who is getting ready to play college football, you'd probably be like, are we sure we should allow him to play college football? That's all I'm saying. You're welcome to form your own opinion. I'm just speaking open and objectively about it. Yeah. Because college football is not a matter of if you're going to get hurt. It's when you're going to get hurt and how bad is said injury.
This is what I was thinking. I was thinking that she was on the trajectory of starting, right? So this is what I was thinking. I was thinking, you know what football is about. Football is not about what team is better or what coach is better. It's about who exploits matchups. That's what it's about.
I was shocked because I was expecting her to be like a no. I thought that she was going to be like a track star.
Yeah, like really fast.
Like just really fast. She's not.
She just plays football and stayed tough and kept playing. And
she's
kept
like
playing.
a really, without being like a really tough girl that plays football. Like I don't.
But
really,
on the off chance that she gets normal regular playing time, which I doubt she will, but on the off chance she does, can you imagine being a coach for the other team? Hey, she's a strong safety. Hey, tight end. Well, go long. Let's put our best player tight end. Let's go long. You know what I mean? Like.
Well, the thing about it is they were actually talking about it on the show today, and they were giving some examples.
Yeah.
And the guy was talking about how whenever he was in college, there was a walk-on that was trying to play, and the coach pulled this guy to the side and said, "Hey, man, come here." He said, "Make him quit." I said, "All right, coach, I got you." So that day in practice, he gave him help, made him quit.
Yeah.
Like you think it's good? You know what I mean? Like let's do all the drills. Let's say.
I mean, that's what happens in football. I mean, in high school football, no one gets cut from high school football. They just get treated bad. Or get disrespected or teased or whatever.
No. No. It has nothing to do with teasing or whatever. It's line up. He thinks he can play football. Yeah. Line up. Put him in the drill. Yeah. Show him what's up.
No, I'm saying those are
lay him down, pick him up like
those are contributions
knock him out.
Those are the contributions to cuts. That's what I'm saying. Right. All those things contribute to why people get cut. No one gets cut from high school football, but only a few people play. You know what I mean? Everyone gets cut. Everyone gets, either bullied in the locker room or bullied by the coach or.
Which, by the way, how do you doesn't that change the dynamic of, let's say, the locker room?
Mm-hmm.
When she's in the locker room.
Oh yeah.
Like,
player cohesion is shot.
Don't y'all like open forum, like say whatever y'all want to say? Y'all can't say that anymore now.
That's true, man.
Right? Like you can't.
I didn't think about that. I forgot about the biggest thing about football. The biggest thing about football is the locker room,
right? Like
I forgot about that. Duh. Whoa.
You get the joke and say whatever you.
Wow. I overshot this really big time.
Go hard.
I overshot the heck out of this.
And then
United Methodist doesn't care about their locker room. I don't want to sound sexist, but this doesn't sound like a good idea anymore.
I'm just telling you all the things that come to the forefront. all the things that come to the forefront, right?
Wow.
So with that being said, we're gonna end on this note.
Yes, sir.
Lakers 10th in the West currently. Yeah. Will they make it to the playoffs?
With the refs' help, yes.
We out.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it.
We holler at y'all when we holler at y'all. Y'all come down to Chucktown Bar and Grill. What's the address?
2467 Savannah Highway, West Ashton. Check them out.
Yeah.